Day 131. I was sleeping a little too close to some fishermen, so I didn't want to wake them up talking. So I waited till I was out. Maybe I can hear other talking from the other side of the lake. Somebody else is awake. Right now I'm picking my way back around trying to find the trail. I don't have a map for this area, but it's, pretty much following along here, going up over there somewhere, and the trail's over there on the other side somewhere. Beautiful morning though. The moon just popped out over this guy. I watched it as it came up over. It was really nice. It was windy as all get out last night. Not too terribly cold, and I woke up dry, but I slept on a rock pretty much. So that was nice. Because this whole thing is one giant rock. All right, we got 16 miles to do till the van. I have very limited battery, very limited food. The battery is able to get up to 60-something%, so unless today is like a really exciting day, that'll last me. I was able to bum some power from BC the other day. I tried to get some from him last night, but he got all selfish with it, even though he has a huge battery bank. And when I charged my shit the other night with it and handed it back to him, it still had 3 out of 4 bubs. But when I was like, hey, can I borrow for a little while last night? He's like, I don't know, man. I gotta charge up all my stuff first, and then we'll see. I was like, nah, never mind, fuck you. No. Even though, he ran out of water yesterday, and I gave him water at the top of a hill, and, he didn't have toilet paper, and I gave him toilet paper. When I asked for a little bit of power, because he's got a huge battery bank, he's like, I don't know, man. My mom doesn't let me come out and play after the street lights come on. Just bullshit excuses. So yeah, fuck that dude. I don't need his power. I have enough. Well, see, I was smart. I knew he'd get selfish with me. He's just that type. So when I borrowed it from him the first time, I hooked it up to my battery and started draining his battery into mine. Because this is like 3 times the size of mine, man. He can afford it. But I knew he'd get selfish with it. He's just that type. So I was like, I'll just drain as much as I possibly can. And yeah, I got enough to get me full yesterday and get my battery back up to 60 today. So I didn't really need him anyway. I already anticipated. Okay, let's wander this way and see if we can find a trail. Oh, you see the sun starting to rise a little bit on that base as well. I still haven't found the trail, but that's because I don't really know where it's at. But I assume it'd be around here. I don't think they have me going up there. Oh, there's one down here. Maybe I'm just up too high. Hey, that does look traily down there. I'm just up too high on this rock. Okay. Really helps to have maps for an area, but, maps are just a suggestion. For whatever reason, this trail doesn't show up. We have so many different types of maps we can download from the Guthooks app, or Far Out, whatever the fuck it is. And I usually do the USGS topo map in feet. But it turns out this trail only shows up if you download the USGS topo maps in meters. I'm a fucking American in America. And I do realize the metric system is far superior to our stupid imperial system. But I'm still an American in America, and I'm going to download the feet. Because that's what my mind is attuned to. But it just sucks they don't give you this map for this area unless you do the meters. What kind of shit is that, man? Maybe I'm getting my feet a little wet today, because if there's bog in here, I can't see it yet. I just have to go and I hear a squish. I'll assume I'm standing in water. Whew. I guess it's about as beautiful as this stuff's gonna get. We ran into some, I'm gonna assume he's a French guy by accident, and he's like, "Vas-y, look at the tower." I'm like, "You're on it, dude. I see nothing." I was like, "Well, you don't open your eyes." I didn't know how to answer to that. He was already on the circuit of towers. I guess he was expecting stuff more grand than this. I don't know what they have over in France, but I'm on to bet it pales in comparison. Humans. Okay, up the first good climb and away from the lake. Not too terribly far. But I can't see it anymore from this vantage. Even though it's breezy and the sun isn't up yet, it's not freezing. That's nice. I was able to take off my hiking puffy. I'm still wearing 3 shirts and the gloves, but I don't have to have the fingers on them. That's nice. I can handle this level of cold. It's supposed to be chilly in the morning. I just don't need it to be freezing. I mean, it's the frustration in the morning of putting on frozen wet socks and then putting those frozen wet feet into frozen wet shoes. It just sucks. It is a horrible way to start your day. I mean, a lot of people complain about Mondays. Oh, it's Monday. But on that Monday, you're going from your climate-controlled house and your soft bed to your climate-controlled car to your climate-controlled office. More than likely. Now, I'm waking up on a deflated mat with frozen wet shit to put on in a tent that's all broken down. My fault. I shouldn't have bought Big Agnes, and I should replace my gear more often, but yeah, hell, that sleep mat was like $150 or something. I'm gonna ride it till it dies. As long as it stays inflated enough for me to fall asleep, man. That's all I really need. I can wake up in the middle of the night with my hips hurting and just inflate it again. Maybe I'll find time to find the hole in it. Or really, I'm just going to wash it eventually. I'm going to find a place I can wash it and cover it in Gorilla Tape. Make it weigh a pound more, but hopefully it holds the air. Okay, so I think that's the last big pass I have to do before I'm out of here. That looks so bad. Too bad I didn't have a little more pep in my step and get out early. It'd have been nice to be up there for a sunrise. Oh, we got the first spot of sunlight. Not that I really need it today. It's pretty nice. I should probably feel blessed that it is nice and chilly, for this climb ahead. And then it's mostly downhill for the next, I don't know, probably 14 miles or so. Am I even on trail? It disappears and reappears. But how many trails could there be up and over this thing, really? I doubt there's like the easy path and the hard path. Although they did have that yesterday. And their sign is so deceiving. That's why I took the harder way the first time. It's because the easy way, they have the word climber written after it. Climber path. So technically I'm a climber now. Yep. But the climber path had no climbing on it, as to where the hiking path was straight climbing. I don't know. Were they confused when they made the sign? I don't know. But now that I've taken both paths, I know that the climbing one is by far the easier of them. When we went on the climbing path, there was another couple that did the hiking path, and we were done, 10 minutes before them. An easy 10 minutes. And in hiking, that's like a half mile or so faster, which is pretty fast. So yeah, you ever find yourself in the circuit towers? Don't trust that sign. Go for the climber's path. Okay, turns out there are two paths through here. I am not on the CDT right now. I don't know what trail this is. CDT is down there. You're nuts. Right there. But they're gonna link before I get there. They kind of have to. Oh, you can see sunlight touching all the peaks. Remember that mountain I thought looks like a great white yesterday? It hunts. That was like midday yesterday. It's just impressive how far we walk. And it's not even flat. Even if it was flat, it'd be pretty impressive, but up over this stuff, it even impresses me. Like, how do people do this? But I'm one of the people doing it. And I'm like, how do people do this? Good morning indeed. I guess my uphill starts in earnest right now. See you at the top. Turns out the path I was following was more of a mountain goat path. It connects with the CDT right there, but I was supposed to follow it all the way down. What I was on is more of a mountain goat path. It kind of disappears, reappears, side of a boulder slide. But I reconnect right there, and then boom, up and over. It's just sketchy and a little scary, but that's because I'm a sissy who's scared of heights, who keeps putting himself in these situations. Adventure and stuff. Okay, so I'm guessing down here across there, choose your own adventure. Oh, it is cold up here. Sunshine's not down at my level yet. Not quite at the top, but it's leveled out enough. Suddenly got kind of hairy for me. It's so hard to breathe up here. But I'm almost on the downward slope. As soon as I get out of this wind, it is safety meeting time. Oh man. I haven't seen anything that looks like a trail nor any cairns or anything in the longest time. I was guessing. Opening up gut hooks is a pain in the ass. Literally 2 minutes for that dot to update. That's a frustrating 2 minutes. He's like, come on, man. Yeah, definitely getting a 1-star rating from me. Oh, where's a cairn at? They're hard to pick out boulder fields, but still, rock stacked by man stand out. Probably supposed to be way down there somewhere. That doesn't belong there. I'll get over to this edge, look down, see what I can see, and then, in bitter defeat, open up the map and wait. Oh yeah. Last time we'll see those rocks. Bye, guys. Yeah, whoops, it's way down here somewhere. Oh, better down here than up. Whew. Getting that valley right there. Hopefully by the time I do, the sun is out, because man, it's cold up here. It was nice, an hour ago, but now that I'm way up here, burr. Glad my backpack is light. Trail. Where are you? Anybody see a trail? Yeah, me neither. Oh, well, I'll find it soon enough. Oh, it's about to happen. The fireball is going to come up and make things so much nicer. Hurry up. You must get paid by the hour. It's all up over here. It's going to be touching me any minute. I can't wait to have a shadow. I see a trail down there. I don't see how I get there, but I'll pick them. Oh shit, I see 3 trails. Great. 3 to choose from. 33% chance. Hello. Where you been all night, man? I've been over here waiting for you. Do a lot of waiting on this trail. Wait for everybody to wake up. I bet the guys aren't even out of their tents. Big Red and Lucky are probably awake right now because they wake up around 7 or so. Count and BC will sleep till 11, given the opportunity, especially if sunlight doesn't touch their tent. Like teenagers, man. Who sleeps till 11, really? Thank you, son. I feel a little better already. Oh, hey, a little piece of trail. Probably not the trail, because it does not look very well worn, but at least where I need to go. I went over and poked the snow with my pole, not this one, but the last one. They're solid ice, man. I'm glad I didn't try stepping on it, because that first step would have been a doozy. I just want to go straight over the edge. I don't even like this. The wind is strong enough to blow me a little bit. I push me around, not far, but change where my center of gravity is, just enough to freak me out. And the way this trail just goes up and over the edge is panicking me a little bit. Just gonna wait for the wind to slow down a little bit and slowly work my way down. Go away, wind. Nobody likes you. Kind of proud of myself. I remember this area very well. Right here through this scree where it just straight down. You can't even see the trail. It's soft dirt, slippery, angular. I had to do that little section on my hands and knees last time because I just couldn't stand up. I could not find the will to stand up. I had to do it on my hands and knees because the vertigo was just too intense, man. It took me a while to pick my way through it this time, but I did it standing up. I totally remember. I do not like this at all, man. This part of the trail is way better. Like up there, man, it's just scree to your death. Got a little panicked. I was like, just look down, dude. Just keep looking at your trekking poles. Make sure you're stabbing those in real nice. Oh, they go in deep too, so you're like, oh shit, is it gonna hold? Baby steps, man, baby steps. Yeah, can't wait to get off of this thing. I totally remember this. This is one of the 2 spots on this entire trail that freaked me the hell out, man. And I did both of them standing up this time. Glasses for the win. Okay, putting the phone down. I'm going back to 4 legs, man. This is stressing me out. Baby steps. Some of these just, where the trail is narrow and at an angle, it freaks me out. It's in my head, man. It's not real. But I feel it. I mean, it's just trail like any other. As long as I just keep walking and not fall off, I don't die. But it's scree. It's slick stone. Like, you can't trust any of this. What stone can you step on and feel safe? You can't. And all the other stuff is sand and pebbles and whatnot, which count as lubrication when you're walking, man. Easy to slide, and one little zoop, and I wouldn't die at this point. I could catch myself. I'd get a little injured. I don't want that. Because I'm a whiner on the best of days. Injure me? Oh man, I'm gonna cry for a while. Wind, just go away. Yesterday was your day. You had your day. You blew all night. Get it out of your system already, man. Uh-oh. Okay. I was like, all right, where'd the trail go? I wonder if I can get to the parking lot early enough and maybe just hitch a ride into town. Because I want to get to the post office. Today's Friday. If I don't get to the post office before it's closed, you got to wait till Saturday, and they're open limited hours, of course. That means, the guys have to wait on me to get my package. I don't like people waiting on me. So I'm hoping to get there early enough and just hitch into town and beat them there. Because, I set the van and wait. It's probably going to be a good 3 or 4 hours before they get there. And then when they get there, they're not going to be like, hey, let's rush into town. They're going to, no, let's make some drinks and hang out, talk to the hikers. That's how they do. Nothing wrong with it. I enjoy that stuff too, but I got shit I want to do today. So I'm hoping I can go get that done. I've been trying to get this package for a couple of months now. It's been mailed to a few locations. But I will eventually get my hands on it. It's kind of a dick move that somebody sends you something and, you don't even get it. I'm like, dude, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's just not easy. I don't know where we're going to be. And we're moving pretty fast. We don't spend much time in towns. And even when we do, I don't know we're going to be in that town until like a day or two before. Oh, fuck, I lost the trail again. Way up. Is that a trail? I don't even know. I can't find a trail. I'm not waiting for my stupid map to update. I'm just going to walk down the hill. It's probably down here somewhere. See little things that look like pieces of trail, like it's around here, but then it just fades off. So I don't know. But I found no matter how quote unquote lost I feel, I will always find some trekking pole marks, a footprint. I'm not the first person to wander off in that direction. Oh, I see trail down there. Okay, we have a goal. At least, yeah, that looks like trail to me. Okay, maybe it wasn't trail I was seeing. It was a little bit of a stream bed. So it's probably this way. I guess I'm forced to open up the map and sit here for a few minutes. I'd say safety meeting, but it's way too windy. I don't have a whole lot, and I can't have the wind stealing any. Plus, maybe wait till I get a little lower in elevation to where I can breathe more. I was kind of thinking of bringing that canned oxygen with me on these trips. When I get up super high, I can take a nice big hit, and then a big old hit of oxygen, and hold it forever. You know, that's kind of how it would work in my mind. I'd try it out, but I'm not willing to pay the $8 I think it is for a little can of oxygen. Oxygen is kind of free. Sure, there's not as much of it up here. Still enough to get by. Alright, this looks traily. It should lead somewhere. Every trail leads somewhere. I'll give it a couple more minutes and then I'll break down and open my map. Just standing in one place for 2 minutes, looking at that screen, watching my battery burn while I wait for the dot to update. I'd rather be filming and bitching about stuff. Hey, could that be a trail over there? Maybe. I don't know. We'll come across one eventually. It's a valley, for Christ's sakes. You have to trip across the trail eventually, right? I've been following these faint paths. Normally I would call them animal paths, but I don't believe there's animals north of like the halfway of the country. And I've seen a moose and a bear, but at super distances. There's a good chance that they were animatronics or cardboard cutouts, you know, just to, you know, get the park a little publicity. They're like, see, there's a moose and a bear, nowhere near where you can walk near them. But there's never any animal tracks. None. I saw a single deer track yesterday or the day before, and I got excited. I was like, look, a deer track. You know, because that's the only animal around. A deer. Tons of rodents. But as far as big animals, I don't believe they exist north of Colorado. Not many of them. I see why. It's harsh terrain and there's hunters everywhere. How the hell are you expected to survive? When the weather isn't trying to kill you, the people are. Ooh, I was all the way up in that just a minute ago. So glad I'm not there anymore. That's stressful. Down in the land of tiny trees and big rocks. I'm a fan of big rocks. And with a few things that even all busted up, they're still beautiful. I think I see the trail, but how many times have I said that? There's a stripe right here. I've been seeing it for a minute. And it's just a stripe in the grass. But we're going to call that a trail because it's the closest thing to trail I've found in a minute. And if it isn't the official trail, it'll lead to it eventually. Oh, trekking pole marks. Okay. I'm on the right path. There might be so many paths through here, right? That don't lead up mountains. So I'm seeing it. Look at this beauty. Boom! In hearts. That is an impressive piece of rock. Maybe the trail is about to prove me wrong. Look, a print of some sort of animal. Not all that big, so I'm gonna guess that it's an elk. Not a moose. But yeah, that was it. Alright, so I've seen 2 animal tracks in the past, I don't know, 300, 400 miles. I saw a letter S on this rock over here. That reminded me safety meetings. I'm gonna sit on this rock right here. This looks like a great safety rock. Right here. I don't even take the backpack off. Don't. Awesome. I'm at that point where as long as the terrain isn't really tough, I don't need a break. Not to rest my body or anything, because I'm only moving 2 miles an hour. If I'm going uphill and struggling, yeah, I need to stop every once in a while to catch my breath, especially when we're up over 10,000 feet, like we are. But no, I'm at that point where I don't need him. I just kind of take them to take them. Right now I'm just taking one because I need a safety meeting. I could do a walking safety meeting, but hell, I haven't sat down in 5 or 6 miles, so why not? I got time to kill. I was thinking I'm probably not going to be able to get a ride out of here. It's Friday morning. Nobody's leaving these places at Friday morning. No, they're coming here Friday morning, if anything. So I'm just going to kick it the van and wait for the guys. Luckily, I have some food in the van because we thought we were going to do a slack pack, a 19-mile slack pack. So we put 19 miles worth of snacks in there. And, you know, I've got a tiny bit of candy in my pocket to make it the next, I don't know, 10 miles or so. So I'm going to be, hungry. I'm already feeling weak. Little bouts of nausea and stuff. You know, nothing real, but, you know, I don't go without food very often. It's not like I'm starving or anything, you know. I'm an American. We're well fed. Oh, I just don't like being hungry, and I've been under eating for, 5 or 6 days and burning some calories I didn't expect to burn. Those first few days were rough. So yeah, that's my predicament. So I'm going to get safe and wander on, as I do. Okay, I got bored. I sat there for like a full minute. I took one. So it's a rolling safety meeting. Oh, hey, sunshine. You weren't here a minute ago. Oh, that's nice. Oh, you're just peeking over the edge. That's why. I was like, it was not sunny when I sat down. It's a whole different world out here. Oh man, so weak. Physically, I feel weak today, and my stomach is beyond growling at me. I still got some stuff in my pocket, but if I put it all in there now, it'll just start yelling at me later. And it's fits and spurts, it'll yell at me for a minute and it's gonna go away in a minute and just forget about it. It'll be back. But I'm down to jujubes or juji fruits. Yes. So I'll just pop one of those in every once in a while just to put something in my belly, trick it into thinking it's eaten. It's just the combination of lack of food and lack of oxygen has really sapped my energy levels. I could totally feel it. Not enough to stop me by any means, but it's definitely affected my roll. My brain probably isn't working as well either. But the fortunate part about your brain not working well is you don't realize that. You can tell when your body isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Just sluggish. My limbs all feel heavy. But my shoes are dry, so that helps. Because these things weigh a ton when they're wet. Don't get your Skechers wet. Should say that on there somewhere. Can't wait till I get back to the red line. That's in another like 3 miles or something. Because the app won't do the math for me. Tell me how many miles away things are if I'm not on the red line. It knows things. And sure, it gives me numbers and I could do math. Come on, have you met me? Well, I guess most of you haven't, but close enough. And those of you who actually tune into this day after day, which I'm surprised people do, you probably know me better than you know a lot of people. Because I am very candid. I speak my mind. Even if, my opinions change, I'm moody. I can be, hating on one thing one minute and loving it the next. I contradict myself all the time. That's the joy of being human. I can do this shit. But, I'm going through moods out here. And I just spurt stuff out. It's not necessarily what I feel deep down in my core. It's just what I'm feeling right then and there. We all go through moods and all that. I just happen to be in extreme places while I'm going through my moods. I heard a twig snap. And I also record my moods on camera. I know you all do some weird, stupid shit, angry shit, and whatever. You don't capture it on camera. You hide it from the world. Try to pretend you're normal. It is normal. You're supposed to have some severe ups and downs once in a while, man. Keeps you balanced. Or somewhat. How's everybody else getting across this? So there's faint trails. Does this even show up on camera? This is the most recent path people have been taking. And I'd say people because, again, there's snow animals in here. See where this one leads. This is all just in a effort to keep my feet dry. I think this is just campsites. Oh no. Yeah, it's very swampy around here. And I'm not sure where the trail is anymore. Sun's in my eyes. I think it leads right through there, but that might be the water flowing. Or did it take a sharp turn around there? No? I don't know, man. I'm going uphill a little bit because I don't want to get my feet wet. Evidently, I haven't been on trail for a while and didn't know it. I am nowhere near it. See how difficult it is to get down to it. And again, at least it's down. If the map is even being accurate, because there is always that in the back of my mind. Quite often, it's the blue line, red line, whatever you're trying to follow, is not where you're at, but technically it is. It's just the map is confused. I don't see anything that looks like a trail. Oh, maybe on the other side of that. Alright, so I'll cut over here. Hey, this is traily. Dang it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't know how I got so far away from it. I wonder how long I have not been on it. You're walking along and then all of a sudden you're in a little stream and I'm like, I have to assume this is trail? I don't feel like I got off it, but I didn't feel like I got off it like the last 10 times either. Footprint. I try to make as many footprints as I can so that when people are behind me, they at least know where I'm at. They know, hey, he is ahead. Because we all look at each other's tread. And since I'm the only dude on the trail wearing Skechers, my tread pattern... I like this better. My tread pattern stands out. So when I see that nice, soft, pliable mud that doesn't stick to your feet, you know, sometimes I'll walk heel to toe in it to make a good 2 or 3 tracks in it. Because I know not everybody's looking for my tracks, but like count somebody who would notice them. He's definitely that kind of guy. If he's walking, he's telling me, okay, hey, here's his footprint, I know he's ahead. Just so they know I didn't get lost. Well, I don't know how often I got lost, because here I am again. It's probably downhill. There's probably that other path. My bad. Here's where I got tripped up. I went that way. I should have followed the water down and underneath the logs and around. That's the path. Obviously, don't fall. It will hurt a lot. This is slow going, man. Okay, I think I'm good now. I'm not gonna get lost as easy because there's not the possibility of blowdowns. And it's mostly level for at least a while. As far as I can see, but I can't see very far. It is definitely time for a wardrobe change. I'm still wearing 3 shirts. Back into shadow for a moment. And that's not from clouds. You can see that it's almost touching. You're gonna touch me, but just there's some peaks. Very peaky. Look at that one. Good hunt. So pointy. Huh. I'm glad I hadn't done my wardrobe change yet. It's a little chilly in here. I was waiting until I got to water. I might as well filter at the same time. It only makes sense. Nice. Feels good in here. How many sunrises am I gonna get today? Look, it's right over there. It's so cold in this valley, I just didn't even do a wardrobe change. I put on a different hat and different gloves, but I'm still wearing shirts. Once I'm in full sunlight, change my perspective a little bit. Put a filtered water, drop the deuce, all the important stuff. I love that you can see the shape right there of the hole. I love how sun rays look on the camera, man. Voila! You just add something to the sun. Yeah, maybe that's what the sun looks like if you look at it. I don't look at this sun, If there's a bunch of smoke in front of it and stuff, I'll look at it. But I know you can't look at this thing. I'll burn your eyeballs right the hell out. I passed 2 hikers headed the other way. Or fishermen hikers. They've never come this way. Dude said he's fished at that lake before, but there's a real easy way to get in there. It's just like 7 miles, according to the fisherman I was talking to last night. I didn't know there's a parking lot that close. But these guys wanted to do it the hard way. They had helmets and ropes and stuff. I was like, well, you're not really going to need that stuff, but it's cool that you got it, I did it in a miniskirt in the dark. And a 6-year-old came skipping by. But now I gave him the lay of the land. Told him about the one scary part that I had to do on my hands and knees last time. It's like it probably won't be anything for you guys, but just get a little sketchy there for a bit. Although they think they're really close, because I was like, where you headed? The guy's like, Deep Lake. Maybe he said Clear Lake, because I can't remember which one I slept at, Deep or Clear. I was like, yeah, that's where I slept. He's like, oh, we're almost there. He's like, no. No. You won't even get there by lunch. They told me the rest of the way is flat, but I'm recalling all this as I'm looking at it. Somewhere back over here around the corner, I took an Instagram photo where I showed off my penis. That's the main thing I remember about coming through here. And we did run into one Sobo while we're walking through here. That was the exciting part of this whole thing. Saw so few hikers on the trail that year. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with the winds. Gonna come up around the corner, maybe go over another tiny little mountain or so, and then just back into Wyoming, kind of rolling hills, flatland stuff. But there's still the north part of the winds I gotta do, I believe. I don't know, we came in at Green Lake. I'm not sure where that is. I suspected it was somewhere near the middle, but I don't think it was. I think we did the majority of the winds in this one. I think we have like 3 days left on the other section. And then unfortunately we lose Red. That's gonna be sad. He's got gluing this whole party together. He really is. I'm pretty sure this party will more or less disband a little after he leaves. But I gotta make some miles, so I kinda have to. Don't want to, but yeah, priorities. Can you tell what happened here? More than likely it was a, excuse me, an avalanche. Pulled all those trees down. They were probably up in there. I can't see where they were snapped off at. But piled down here. Assuming some of the rocks came down too, but you know it was snow because that's how these got so far. I found, not as a rule, but more often than not, they're aligned in the direction they were going. That's probably why these ones make it down so far. If you're sideways, you get all caught up in there. But if you're going headstrong, you just break off all your little limbs and surf almost all the way to the water. That is shallow. Look at that. I didn't expect it. How extreme was the storm that knocked all these over? Well, that's gonna slow my roll. Right where the trail leads. I gotta check the map. There isn't much of a trail around it, but there is a trail around it. Ooh, yeah. Did I get my shoe wet? No, awesome. Okay, just the sides a little bit. It's been blowdowns and water traps, more blowdowns, climbing over big rocks. Well, big piles of rocks. I have come in here and done some maintenance, but I think it was years ago. A lot of stuff has fallen since then. Fortunately, you can find these paths. Just follow them. I'll generally lead you around the worst of it. But yeah. Oh, damn it, I'm way off trail. Now I gotta go back to a bunch of this crap again. Lame. Evidently there was a fork. I didn't notice it was a fork. But that's what happened. Look at all the lily pads in there. That's nice. What side of this am I supposed to be on? I think the other side. I think way up here, yeah. I don't even know where the trail I came in on was. Because it's mostly, there's some of it, down trees and such. Man. Oh well, we'll get there. Trail is in here somewhere. I'm having a hard time finding it. But when I check, I'm very near or on the line. I just can't see it anywhere. But I did look at the comments real quick, and they all just talk about how horrible the blowdowns are. So, I guess it's been like this for a minute. Ooh. I don't know, I'm just guessing here. I have found trail. I have lost the trail. That didn't last very long, did it? Well, son of a bitch. Oh, hey, there's some trail. Maybe it was the same one I was on. I don't know. Oh, here's some more. There's some more. This is the direction I'm supposed to be headed, so we're calling it good. This forest is a mess. Okay, so we are getting out of the valley proper. Look at that going down. Nothing on the right hand side but blue skies. I'm just ready to get out of these trees, man. It's hard to follow the path. I'm going for the most shredded stuff I see. And I'm like, oh, that must be the path. So far it's been kind of working. It hasn't been the easiest, but it also hasn't been the hardest. Just looking for broken twigs and little paths through. Trekking pole marks, footprints. A lot of guessing through here. Can't wait to put this behind me. Nothing looks trampled. So I'm just gonna go this way. Hope I see something. Frustrate me, trail. Where are you? It's not you, trail. It's all the stupid trees. I'm backtracking again. Overshot my trail. Evidently I'm supposed to be going down here. I don't fucking know. Don't fucking know. I think I found the trail. It's on the other side of that. I got these blowdowns right here to get across that. At least they're serving some sort of freaking purpose. hear a wobbler. And then I think it's over here somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Right there. All right, I can get over. No, never mind. I'm going to continue up. But no, where do I go? Yeah, I'm going over here. Ugh. Squeeze through here. And ta-da! We are back on trail. I think I'm on the official CDT now. If I find it again. Oh, why would I expect any better on this side? Do something cute. You're just sitting there, man. I mean, that's pretty cute and all, but... I'm glad somebody came down and trimmed the roots a bit. Yeah. Because that's not much of a gap. Even I had a hard time getting through there. Well, I'm reading comments because I'm just sick of blowdowns. And according to them, that should be the last blowdown. Although that report was last year. But it said everything has been cleared south of this point. Oh, let's hope they're right, man. Those last few miles were rough. But they are for everybody that goes through there. They did a lot of maintenance. Obviously, there was a bit of a storm, huh? You can tell which direction it was going? Yeah. So far, so good. Let's keep our fingers crossed. If it's clear like this, I can be the van in like 2 hours. I'm hoping there's people cooking in the parking lot or something. Maybe I can yogi a hamburger. What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's 11:48. It'll still be quote-unquote lunchtime by the time I get there. Hopefully. I wonder how many people hear those. They're like, oh no, rattlesnakes! At least we get to walk along the edge of the boulder field. I'm getting pretty tired, feeling weak. Stomach hurts. Such a softie. Every once in a while it starts growling and it actually kind of hurts while it's doing it. And it just feels rude to it that I give it a single piece of candy. I'm like, there you go, shut up for a little while. But I'm running low on those. I don't have to give myself like 1 or 2 every mile. I don't need much more. I'm only like 5 miles away at this point. Of the rodents. Oh, this forest is a mess. If somebody lit a match, they'd be doing it a favor. Just saying. Everything here's dead anyway. There's a living tree here and there, but most of this is dead. And the ones that are alive probably have the beetle, because that's what killed a lot of these ones. I don't know, maybe not. I saw beetle marks on earlier ones, but I don't see any on these. What killed all y'all? campfire from long ago? I do not know. Maybe it was one of those other bugs. That's what those scars are. I don't know. There's a few invasive species bugs around here. That jade beetle. It's beautiful. But it murders trees. And something murdered these trees. Oh, groovy. Okay, so it is downhill from here. I got like 2,000 downhill and 100 and something of uphill in the next 3 miles. And then I'm at the trailhead where hopefully people are barbecuing or something. I don't know. Just throwing out food to random dudes that look like they could use it. It happens. Hopefully it's all cruisy and easy, man, because I could really use that in my life. Been running into a few hikers here and there. One through hiker and a few just weekenders. But I'm done, giving them a warning. Okay, this is what's coming up. Because had I known that I was going into a super big blowdown area and that I wouldn't see the trail, things like that, I would have been less frustrated. Because I'd have known, hey, that's the way this is supposed to be. Just grin and bear it. But when you feel like you're lost, you're off trails. No, man, you're where you're supposed to be, brother. Just relax. It's the trail that's all jacked up, or the trees. But when you don't know that, you keep thinking that there's this magical path that if you find it, it's going to lead you through this all easy. You're just going to be frustrated the whole time. So, I'm letting people know what they're in for. I can tell them exactly where it starts and how long it's going to go for. But once you know you're going to an area that you'll be lucky to be doing a mile an hour, I think it's less frustrating knowing that going into it. And especially in my situation where, I know food is just a few miles away. And, I want it really bad. But these trees are all in my way. And I'd have lit the match, but it takes forever for that stuff to burn. It's just faster to walk through it. Let somebody else accidentally start a little campfire or something. It's bound to happen. Maybe a nice lightning strike will clean this stuff up. But unfortunately, when you have this many standing dead, just burn it, start over. Trail is done ruined. I mean, they should really come in and just cut them down with chainsaws, pile them up, and let them rot. But nobody's going to do that, so burn it. Purification through fire. Nope, don't smell anything yet. Now, I'm getting close, man. I'm within like 2 miles. And it's supposed to be mostly cruisy downhill. Well, it was one of the few times I've actually run out of food on trail. And that's what I got left. But I'm only like 1.5 miles from the parking lot. So I'm going to eat them all right now. Nom, 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 nom. And hopefully that tides me over. Doesn't really have a choice, it has to. Oh my God, there's just a lot of blowdowns. The one through hiker I was talking to, I want to say his name was Roadside. He showed me a really cool video of a grizzly that came up on him. By the video, it must have got within 20 feet of him. That'd been pretty intimidating. But when I told him there was a buttload of blowdowns, he said, like the San Juans. And then he went into a story about how he was only doing 7 or 8 miles a day for a few days because of all the blowdowns. And he's like, that was pushing hard. See, maybe I'll skip the San Juans. I'll wait and hear reports. But if it is just blowdowns, I don't need more of those in my life, man. I'll take the low route around it. I was going to finish in the San Juans, but I don't feel like dealing with blowdowns. Especially if I'm on a time crunch. We'll see how it is when I get there. You know, I don't really plan. And the sign on the very dead tree reads, Bridger Wilderness, Bridger Teton. Getting close now. Good thing, because I'm down to 18% battery. Worked out pretty much perfect. This is one of my last chances to get water. Seemed like a nice place to sit too, so figured I'd fill up. I've only carried 1 liter through this whole thing because there's been water just everywhere. Wringing out of my shoes if I really needed it. But I'm grabbing 2 liters now because quite often when we get in the van, we go find a nice free place to camp or whatnot, and there's no water, or water's really inconvenient to get to, things like that. And so I'm just going to fill up and carry 2 liters with me so that I at least have enough to make my dinner and some coffee in the morning. I assume we'll be getting a town burger somewhere, but that doesn't always happen. When we went into that town last time, I didn't even know which town it was. I didn't know I was in Pinedale. They had disgusting pizza by the slice. Oh, it was horrible. Nobody could eat more than 2 of them. Even though it'd been a long day, we just each ate 2 slices. No, I think BC went for a 3rd, but it was disgusting. I would eat 2 or 3 of them right now, but I'm hoping that there are better options than the Cowboy Bar or whatever the fuck it was. I remember something called like that. I don't know. That was an annoying night. I was in a bad mood. Let's not do a repeat of that. Let's go into town and have a good time. Plus, I got a package waiting for me. I doubt I'm getting it today, but I am excited to get it. Just sit here and listen to the water. Watch my water bottle slowly fill. Okay, 0.9 to go to the trailhead. I'm not exactly sure where the van is in there. I'm going to wander around a little bit. It should stand out, but it on the map is there's a little spider web right there, so you know, could be hidden behind little trees. I don't know. I'm hoping it just stands out. But those Aero van things, isn't that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, those things are a dime a dozen, white ones especially. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a bunch of them down there, but only one has a unicorn on it, bet your money. Oh, I could use more of this kind of hiking in my life. It'd be nice if they were like intermittent. There's one of the really hard things like nap coal, and then you get like 10 miles of this. And then you got another really hard thing, you know. But woo, one after another, with just boulders in between, then I did kick my butt pretty good. I'd like to think I came out stronger, but yeah. I am curious what my top mileage can be. So maybe when I get into Wyoming proper, back when it's, you know, just flat and hilly and stuff. Because I have to go back to Idaho for a little bit. And then I can come back here. But I'd like to, you know, maybe time it out and see if I can do a 50-mile day without throwing up. The guys just did one of their recap videos and they totally mentioned me throwing up in it. I'm like, oh, it was an event for them too, huh? They weren't even there, but they just saw my aftermath. I was in shambles. I made it. I survived. Let's wander around, see if we can find a van. Just exchanged information with that cat back there. He told me what the van I'm looking for is up here. He said there's an electric Prius behind it. I was like, oh, that's exactly the one. And then I asked him where he was going. That's what I ask everybody that I've been passing. I'm like, where are you going and have you been there in the past 2 years? Because if not, this is what it is, man. I wasted a lot of time looking for this imaginary trail. You know, then my mind would have been like, at least, yeah, I don't know, walkable. Zigging and zagging back and forth looking for this stupid thing. Had I just picked a direction and gone, I'd already be where I was going a while ago. That's hiking, man. Well, at least I was able to give everybody a nice, you know, heads up of what they're coming into. Because, yeah, you want to know. Should have read the comments and whatnot, but nah, I'm not that kind of guy. Until like things start sucking and I'm like, okay, what's up with this? Yeah. And there were warnings in there, so Red and them will know about it because Red reads the comments. He goes through. He plans his routes way better than I do. I generally just know which direction I'm going. Well, supposed to be going. It's really good that I ran into that guy because my confidence was already wavering. I'm like, how far do I walk down this road before I turn back and find another one? Because there's a literal spider web of places here. At least on the map. There's all sorts of lines of what I'm assuming are supposed to be roads. So I was like, oh man, it could literally be anywhere. I just picked the main one and went with it. Thought maybe I can see, but you know, there's trees everywhere. We haven't had a change in trees though. We are out of the mountains, baby. Really glad I ran into that guy. Perfect timing. My confidence would have wavered. I'd have turned back and just sat there at the trailhead and waited for him. Because, you know, I'm walking way out here. This is, you know, way out here. And I haven't seen anything yet, but there's so many turns I could have taken. So I'd have been like, man, I should go back and check those. There's a lot of grasshoppers up here. Good thing they don't all click. Oh, I guess I should ask him how far it was. It's been good, I don't know, half mile plus since I talked to that dude. Some dudes in the little side-by-side just passed me. And they said that the van is about another 1.5 miles, 2 miles down this road. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't walk this far. Oh, finally. Okay. And nobody camping. One tent over there. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk through this stuff. I don't see the road that leads to it. I guess around that way. There'll be a trail. Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, at least I'm here. That stress is done. So it's a little after 5. The rest of the crew showed up. We're still waiting on BC. So far he's been about 10 minutes behind. We want to go get food and the places are closed kind of soon, but they would wait for him because of course he's their friend and stuff. I can kind of understand. I just wish he'd get his ass here. Always waiting on him. Yeah, we have made it to beautiful Pinedale. All of them want to go to a pub. I'm not really into a pub. And, you know, it's one of them brewery thingies. They don't really have good food there. The food that they do have is super expensive. It's part of the thing of breweries. So I'm going to the Mexican joint. That's more my speed. What's Wyoming Mexican like? I don't know. I'm curious. But I'm going to eat it anyway because it's going to be cheaper, better than whatever is at that brewery. And unfortunately, my package isn't here. It got delayed. It won't show up till Monday. Today's Friday, so I won't be here, unfortunately, for that. Oh, some sort of event going on. Lots of people. So yeah, I think I made the wise decision. Look at all of that food. Oh, there's more food hiding under my food. Oh. Yeah, way better than a brewery. Oh, the guys are all going out drinking tonight. I'm not really in the mood. Well, I can't really afford to drink like they do. You know, I can buy stuff at a liquor store every once in a while, but you know, cheap bottom shelf plastic bottle vodka stuff, $8 a liter. I can afford that. But yeah, I'm not willing to go to a bar. So I got my takeout because I could not eat my whole meal. It was bigger than I could handle. And I hear there's a park down here about a mile or so that will allow me to sleep there for free. So that is where we are headed. I hope they have outlets there. I'd like to plug in, but you know, I'll take what I can get.